Marsiling-Yew Tee. 5 years ago, you trusted the PAP team with your vote. My teammates, Alex, Henny, Zaki and I, now seek your support for this election. Over the last 5 years, we've put our hearts and minds to the mission of serving you. We've met and interacted closely with all of you. We've listened to your feedback and suggestions. We've delivered on our promises. You can see the improvements that have been made. We've upgraded our neighborhoods with new amenities and facilities. We've rolled out new programs to look after our seniors and vulnerable groups and to nurture our children and help them realize their aspirations and dreams. We've made progress in the last 5 years, but there's much more we can do together. With your feedback and inputs, we've put together an exciting master plan for the entire GRC. Marsiling and Woodgrove will be part of the Northern Gateway and Regional Centre, with more homes and businesses and a wide range of amenities. Yew Tee and Limbang will feature many new developments, including upgraded parks and the town's first polyclinic and hawker centre. In between Marsiling and Yew Tee, we have the Turf Club at Kranji, which will be revamped into a lifestyle destination with many recreational facilities for the whole family. We also have the Sungai Kadut Industrial Estate, which will be redeveloped into a sustainable eco-district, offering more jobs and opportunities for our residents. This will also be the site of a new MRT station and interchange, linking the north-south and the downtown lines. These are major projects. They will take time to complete, especially given the current challenges and uncertainties. But in 5 years, I assure you that we will be able to see significant changes on the ground. Step by step, we will work to improve your living environment and build a better home for all. In the nearer term, we will need to deal with the impact of COVID-19 and its impact on our people. For the last 6 months, I've been fully engaged in this national fight against the virus. We are in the thick of battle, and there's still a long road ahead of us. But working together, we will defeat the virus and keep everyone safe. I know many are also concerned about your jobs and livelihoods, and that's why we have stepped up our own local assistance programs to supplement government schemes. To all who have lost your jobs or whose incomes are impacted, this is our promise. We will help you find new jobs and training places. We will support you and your family through this difficult period with additional help. We will be there with you to ride through this stormy weather. I've sketched out broadly our plans for the GRC, and my teammates will now elaborate on them.
Thank you, Minister. 各位马西林油池居选区的大家庭，大家傍晚好。借此感谢大家在这5年来给予我们行动党团队的大力支持，你们的厚爱与关怀，我们莫齿不忘。这5年以来，我们用心聆听了大家的意见和反馈，我们也实现了上一届的承诺。但这几个月来，因冠状病毒的来袭，我们可说是面临了有史以来最严重的危机。我们知道你们其中有许多已经受到了影响或挫折，我们的生活方式也大大改变，工作稳定性和国家的经济也受到了打击。但我们的团队承诺，将在这困境中更加积极地为你们提供援助。这次的大选可说是举足轻重，我们的生存方式逼在眉睫，但只要我们团结一致，我们将再次克服这个危机。请给予我们行动党团队你们的大力支持，让我们同心奋斗，为你和你的孩子创造更美好的未来。Dear residents, thank you for your support for our team over the last 5 years. It has been an honor for us to serve you. As chairman of our town council, I've had the privilege to watch the changes and transformation of our GRC, our home, up close. We have kept our promise to you and delivered on various improvement projects. In the next term, with your support, apart from the projects that Minister has already mentioned, We will be transforming our town centres in Fuchun, Limbang, Marsiling-Yew Tee. We'll renew and refresh our living environment in Limbang, Stagmont and Woodgrove precincts. We will also be launching the Green Spine project underneath our MRT viaduct between Yew Tee and Limbang. We will remake Limbang Shopping Centre. We will also advance the replacement of our lifts in the GRC so as to improve safety standards. And most importantly, to improve transport linkages for our town with the new Sungai Kadut MRT interchange, the Woodlands bus interchange, as well as the Thomson East Coast line. As Minister had mentioned, we are in challenging times, and these major projects will take time to deliver. But with your strong support, we will continue to work hard to ensure that we deliver on our promises, even amidst these challenging times. Having spoken about our physical changes, our newest teammate, Hani, will now speak to you about building strong families and communities in our GRC. Hani, please.
Thank you, Alex. 16 months ago, my husband and I welcomed our firstborn child, a baby girl. Since having a family of my own, I can relate to many challenges faced by parents in raising their children. As a family lawyer, I also understand the challenges and problems faced by divorced parents. But another group that we must not forget is the unwed single parent, which also deserves our aid and support. I will do more to help all of you, providing more preschools and childcare facilities, promoting greater intergenerational bonding, and supporting all of you in your aspirations for our children. Climate change may not be an immediate issue on our mind, but it will be a major challenge for our next generation. In order to meet this challenge head on, I believe that we will all have to start making changes right now. I will actively promote the 3 R's: reduce, reuse and recycle within our community, and work towards making our constituency a green and sustainable one. I've set up and conducted pro bono community legal clinics within our community for many years. Raising legal awareness is something that I will continue to focus within our constituency. I will empower all of our residents with better knowledge of your legal rights and the avenues where you know that where you can seek help should you find it you're in need. My life ethos is to always remember to serve the lost, the least and the last. I hope that I will be fully endeavour to serve you when given the opportunity to do so. Thank you. Over to you, Zaki.
Di GRC Marsiling-Yew Tee, kami ingin memastikan yang tiada sesiapa yang ketinggalan. Golongan lebih berusia dijaga dan penduduk yang memerlukan dibantu. Yang pasti, setiap golongan mendapat perhatian kami menerusi pelbagai program yang tersedia. Kami inginkan masa depan yang cerah bagi anak-anak kita. Oleh itu, kami bekerjasama dengan Mendaki dan M-Kuasa 3 untuk memastikan bahawa anak-anak kita mendapat bantuan yang diperlukan untuk pembangunan mereka. Kami juga bekerjasama dengan badan-badan sosial untuk membantu penduduk yang memerlukan. Program seperti Marsiling Cares memberi makanan dan bantuan kepada 1,300 keluarga yang memerlukan setiap bulan. Kita mesti bersatu dalam mengatasi krisis COVID-19 ini. Bagi pekerja yang terjejas, kami akan membawa usaha pemadanan pekerjaan dan juga sokongan latihan ke Marsiling-Yew Tee. Kami akan usahakan yang terbaik demi kehidupan anda, keluarga anda dan juga masa depan anda. Pada masa yang sama, kami terus giat mempertingkatkan lagi estet Marsiling-Yew Tee supaya menjadi kediaman yang boleh kita banggakan. Inilah komitmen berterusan PAP. Sokongan anda akan menguatkan lagi keupayaan kita untuk memajukan lagi kehidupan anda dan estet kita. Undilah PAP. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted jobs, businesses and families. In recent months, residents shared with us how they had lost jobs or faced difficulties with income loss. Throughout this challenging period, our teams across the GRC stepped up to help affected families with various assistance schemes. Programs such as Marsiling Cares continued to provide food and assistance to 1,300 vulnerable families each month. But when it mattered most, our residents also came forward in support of our efforts. Mr. Wang Lei, a Marsiling resident and a popular Kertai personality, rounded businesses to donate food items. Social enterprise Kids Excel help provide laptops to students from our rental flats so that they can perform home-based learning effectively. And we will not stop there. Our jobs and our futures are at stake. We will step up our efforts to bring job and training opportunities right here at your doorstep. Marsiling Satellite Career Centre commences this week to help residents seeking employment and bring opportunities to you. Residents can expect more of such jobs and skills initiatives across the GRC in the coming months. We are fully focused on helping you and your family through this crisis. With your support, we will build a better Marsiling-Yew Tee GRC and a better Singapore together. Over to you, Minister.
亲爱的居民，我们的生活正面临着一场非常巨大的危机。我和我的团队会协助你度过这个艰难的时期。我们曾经一起克服过艰辛的难关，如果我们再次团结一致，也一样可以度过这个艰难时刻。因此，这届的选举是重要的关键，请给我们强有力的支持，让我们再次一起跨过难关，为您和您的孩子建立一个更美好的未来。Residents, there are tremendous challenges ahead of us. We are in uncharted waters, and the journey will be tough. And that's why the stakes are so high in this election. Our survival and our future is on the line. So please consider your vote carefully. I ask for your support in this election. With your strong mandate, we will overcome this crisis and we will secure a better future for you and your children. Thank you.
Dear Singaporeans and voters in Marsiling-Yew Tee GRC, my name is Ben Pui from the SDP. Marsiling-Yew Tee GRC is an old estate with many retirees and elderly people. It is also a middle to lower income group with working heartlander families trying hard to make ends meet, to raise a family of young kids and look after aging parents as well. There are many complaints and dissatisfaction on the ground from these residents, especially in terms of public housing facilities maintenance. Residents have complained to us about cleanliness issues, rats and cockroach infestations, lift upgrading delays, and unresponsiveness from the PAP MPs and the local town council. Lawrence Wong is Minister for National Development. Zaki is Minister of State for National Development. And Alex Yam is Chairman of the National Development GPC. So residents expect that Marsiling-Yew Tee should be a model and exemplar of local public housing as well as public facilities and infrastructure management and maintenance. Yet, there are many complaints from the ground exactly in these areas. Remember, Lawrence, as Minister of National Development, clearly told everyone that our HDB flats value will reduce to zero over time. Many in Marsiling-Yew Tee GRC have been trying to sell their HDB flat, but have not been able to do so because the market value of their flats are dropping. All three PAP MPs are in charge of national development, yet they have failed their very own constituency who voted them into Parliament. They also announced a big and expensive neighbourhood renewal program for Marsiling-Yew Tee GRC with a lifestyle corridor, a green zone, kids playground, exercise zones for retirees, an event lawn, even an amphitheatre. Then they asked residents for 75% votes to start this upgrading. Precinct upgrading is a government responsibility to the people. It uses public funds. It should never be a political campaign strategy used to win votes. Also, how much will these public facilities actually help lift the economic livelihood of voters, especially when costs of living continue to rise with increase in GST, utilities bills, and public transport costs? We at the SDP have a clear town council management plan that you can read in detail on our website. We offer greater financial accountability and greater focus on everyday livelihood. So give us a chance to represent you in Parliament and to run your town council and speak up for your interest. Thank you.
各位亲爱的马星油池选民，行动党在这次选举中承诺，如果得到您的委托，它将会翻新设施，并建造更多的有盖走廊。问题是， 为什么是现在才想翻新和建造呢？为什么不是在选举之前这么做？行动党团队在2015年的大选中，以68.7%的得票率击败我们的团队之后，应该尽全力改善您的生活。他有义务让您的生活过得更好。因此，作为居民，您有权利在选举前，而不是在选举后才获得这些翻新。说到翻新，我于去年12月初与国家发展部长王群才反映了马西岭坡第115座和119座居民所面对的主屋翻新计划，电梯翻新计划问题。之后，负责这一区的王鼎坤先生在我致函几周后，立即在主屋楼下张贴告示，声称自己已经聆听了居民的担忧。但是，自2011年以来，他并未对此问题取得任何成果。我在个人脸书上一遍又一遍地提及此问题，并强调了残障和老年人所面临的困境，因为他们迫切需要电梯在每层楼停下。我召集了2座受影响的主屋的居民，签署了联合请愿书，并将其提交给了王群才先生。但是，行动党反复地使用成本作为否定电梯翻新的借口。这不仅影响了马西岭坡这2座主屋的居民，也影响着新加坡数百座主屋的居民。你们曾与分享过，你们不需要那些无谓的花园和设施，你们宁愿将钱花在翻新电梯上。王群才先生敷衍地为受影响的居民提供3万元的搬迁补助金。许多受影响的居民对此解决方案感到失望和费解，这根本不是对症下药呀。王群才和王鼎坤先生提出这样不切实际的建议是不负责任的。我的朋友们，他们真的了解甚至关心您的感受吗？王鼎坤先生甚至退出了这次的选举，难道逃跑就是他解决方案的方法吗？就此例子，我们希望您看到民主党一直把您的利益摆在第一位。如果您认可我在电梯翻新计划中所做出的努力，如果您认为当选国会议员的我还能做得更多，请把票投给新加坡民主党。谢谢。
Salam sejahtera. Para pengundi Melayu Marsiling-Yew Tee, selama 2 tahun, anda kehilangan wakil rakyat kaum minoriti anda di Parlimen. SDP cuba membantu, namun gagal. Mahkamah menolak rayuan untuk pilihan raya kecil diadakan. Peguam negara berhujah syarat wakil rakyat kaum minoriti hanya waktu pemilihan. Setelah 5 dekad merdeka, apa yang berlaku di Marsiling-Yew Tee menunjukkan kedudukan orang Melayu dalam banyak hal yang penting masih sama. Kemajuan yang kita idamkan untuk masyarakat masih di luar jangkauan. Apakah hambatan dan apakah yang perlu dilakukan? Alhamdulillah, 20 tahun bergiat dalam masyarakat mendidik saya betapa sedianya kita untuk maju ke depan. Kita tidak miskin golongan cerdik pandai bila kita terdidik, bijak, berkemahiran. Keluarga Melayu masih utuh, dana tersimpan cukup lumayan. Badan-badan di peringkat masyarakat dan negara siap untuk digebelingkan. Kunci yang hilang hanya kepimpinan. Mewujudkan barisan pemimpin kita yang berani dan berwawasan. Oleh itu, izinkan hamba berikan saranan dalam masa yang amat singkat ini. Pertama, ketepikan segala perbezaan. Mengajak semua lapisan masyarakat bergabung, berganding bahu menyahut seruan pengislahan. Ketepikan politik, utamakan niat dan tujuan. Kedua, usaha terus meyakinkan pemerintah merubah tanggapan, mansuhkan segala dasar yang kurang adil, menghambat kita berdikari, menghalang kemajuan. Ketiga, membina wawasan baru yang segar, memukau dan kaya berencam, berpaksa khazanah sejarah Melayu Temasek, berjati diri, berbudaya tinggi, beradab, berakhlak, santun dan sopan, melangit impian, membumi kenyataan, di mana bumi dipijak, di situ langit dijunjung. Demi cita-cita indah ini, saya ke depan ingin mencapai apa yang ramai anggap mustahil, mengejar mimpi yang penuh harapan. Akhir kalam, di masa wabak COVID-19 membelenggu watan, saya menyeru pengundi Melayu GRC Marsiling-Yew Tee. Mungkin di peringkat negara kita tidak berkemampuan, namun di sini, di tangan anda pemangkin perubahan. Anda akan memilih pemimpin anda. Pastikan janji itu berkekalan, tidak terputus separuh jalan. Semoga niat di hati Tuhan izinkan. Undilah SDP demi perubahan. Sekian, terima kasih.
Dear friends and supporters, I am Wayin, representing Singapore Democratic Party for Marsiling-Yew Tee GRC. In the first televised political debate on Channel 5 on the 1st of July, Dr. Vivian Balakrishnan said that every 1 in 7 PMET jobs are held by foreigners. But our research shows that the actual figures of S-Pass and Employment Pass adds up to about 400,000 versus a local PMET population of 1.3 million. That makes every 1 in 4 PMET jobs held by a foreigner. We at the SDP is open to accepting foreigners into our fold, but it should not be done at the expense of Singaporeans. We propose to establish a national job banks where companies must hire from. Only if they are not able to find someone with the skill sets in the national job banks are they able to hire foreigners. In the current COVID situation, with analysts predicting up to 200,000 retrenchments, we simply cannot continue to allow foreigners who have the same qualifications of locals to take up PMET positions just because they are cheaper to hire. We acknowledge that there are schemes available to support companies and individuals during this difficult period, and we welcome that. But the government have not done enough to ensure that Singaporeans have the priority when it comes to job, especially PMET jobs. If in the unfortunate event that retrenchments are inevitable, we are proposing that together with the training and skills upgrading, we pay 50% of their last drawn salary up to 18 months to keep food on the table for their family. We are going into a recession of between 4 to 7% GDP this year. We need to do the best we can to taper cost of living issues for Singaporeans. The way we propose to do this is via suspending GST until 2021 to directly reduce out-of-pocket expenses for the people. We are also proposing a retirement income scheme for the elderly, where we pay the bottom 80% of elderly a monthly stipend of $500. This will allow us to show our gratitude to the senior who have worked hard all their life for Singapore. It will also relieve their working children from having to support children of their own and their elderly parents at the same time. We are a rich country. We cannot allow our people to live in poverty. We can do much more, and we should do much more for our family, our seniors, and Singapore. Come July 10th, vote for us, vote for SDP, for us to bring these proposals into Parliament on your behalf. Thank you.
When heading out, take extra care. Making a small effort. Being mindful. They go a long way to keeping us all safe. So let's do our part.
Here are the candidates contesting in Marymount SMC.
Dear residents of Marymount SMC, fellow Singaporeans, I'm Gan Xiao Huang. I'm proud to be a Singaporean, and I'll tell you why. My father was a taxi driver and my mother a housewife. Despite not having much to start with, my parents worked hard and raised my 3 siblings and me well. When I was born, my grandmother actually suggested that my parents give me away to a relative,
as they could not afford to raise more children. But my parents decided to keep me instead. They persevered, worked hard, and raised my siblings and me well, and saw us through university education. When I joined the Singapore Armed Forces, I also had many opportunities. Through my 20-over years with the SAF, I had the opportunity to work with different groups of people and picked up expertise in the areas of operations, maintenance, manpower, long-term planning, and policy making. I believe that my experience and the values that I gained in the SAF, especially in leading and taking care of people, will enable me to serve the residents of Marymount well. Marymount used to be part of the Bishan Toa Payoh GRC. If elected, my PAP colleagues in the GRC and I intend to have a single town council to maintain the estates in both the GRC and the SMC. This way, we will be able to maintain high standards in taking care of the estates well in a cost-effective way. I'm joining politics so that I can give back to the community. I ask for your support and vote so that together we can make Marymount a place that our residents will be proud to call their home and proud to be Singaporeans, just like me. 亲爱的马里门居民，我是严小芳。由于当前有许多企业陷入困境，失业人数将继续增加。我的首要任务之一是协助正在寻找就业机会的国人，保护他们的生计与家庭。身为上有年长父母、下有孩子的母亲、职业父母，我也深深了解照顾家庭与年长者的挑战性。我希望能得到您的支持，让我有机会为您效劳，让我们齐心协力，打造一个更美好的将来。谢谢。
Dear fellow Singaporeans and voters of Marymount, Singapore is a safe and peaceful place to live in. But do Singaporeans feel at peace with their lives? We are living in an expensive and stressful city. We are known as the OCD capital of the world. 1 in 33 Singaporeans suffering from obsessive-compulsive disorder. The stigma of mental illness is still prevalent today. Many are afraid to talk about it. Many of us feel that to survive, we have to work long hours and cannot allow ourselves time to relax. Yes, kiasuism is a big part of our lives. In its obsession to grow the economy, this PAP government has neglected to focus on building its people. It refuses to promote a political climate where diversity thrives. Instead, it has relied on making use of the law, such as POFMA, to curtail the freedom of its people. Insisting on holding an election to get a fresh mandate during this COVID-19 pandemic put the health of Singaporeans second. We deserve to have our well-being prioritized. The recent move to tax Singaporeans electronically, although seemingly effective in this current COVID-19 situation, is causing so much unease. Do they really empathize with Singaporeans' concern? This over-dominant PAP government has contributed to this sad state of affairs. We want an inclusive government, not an exclusive one. A government that can connect with its people, a government that listens to its people. The post-COVID-19 Singapore requires a rethink. We need bolder and more divergent thinking. It can no longer be a one-size-fits-all or all-yes-men approach. This is where alternative parties play a role in nation building. We need 32 opposition MP to deny PAP its two-third majority. As a psychiatrist, I would be able to examine policies that have direct psychological impact on our lives. Singaporeans should be happy and not just wealthy. Give me a chance to make it happen for you in Parliament. Finally, to the voters of Marymount, I want to make Marymount a model constituency. It is my dream. Let's make it a reality. Vote me in vote PSP, you deserve better.
Here are the candidates contesting in Mountbatten SMC.
Dear Mountbatten residents, thank you for the privilege of allowing me to serve as your MP for the past 14 years. Over the years, many of you have become almost like family to me. I'm truly touched by your warmth, your friendship, and your care. Thank you very much. I've met many of you during community visits, during house visits, and at the food center, and sometimes when I walk alone by myself in the estate. The purpose of making myself available is to hear your views, is to understand your concerns, and to hear your aspirations as well. Through these contact points, I'm better able to reflect your views to the government and to suggest improvements to government policies. Over this period of time, through your feedback, I was able to persuade LTA to build a pair of lifts at the pedestrian overhead bridge at Jalan Batu so that our seniors can cross the road in a safer manner without having to strain themselves. Through your feedback, I was able to persuade LTA to improve the safety of the Marine Parade roundabout, and because that arose because of a fatal accident that occurred there. Through your feedback, I was able to ask LTA to raise the zebra crossing along Tanjong Rhu Road because many cars were speeding along that road. Through your feedback, I was able to ask National Parks to improve the park connector along the riverside. None of this would have been possible without your feedback as residents. Your feedback helps me to make the estate better for all Mountbatten residents. One of the most important roles of an MP is to listen and to engage with the residents. An MP must be willing to listen to the residents, and the contact points allow residents to know you personally as an MP. Are you approachable? Are you sincere? Are you willing to listen to different views? And do you have a heart to serve the people? I've been with you for 14 years. Many of you have known me. This coming election, I wish to seek your mandate to continue serving you. With your support, we can make Mountbatten a better home for all of us. So I ask you, please vote for me. Please vote for the PAP. Thank you.
Mountbatten voters, fellow Singaporeans, my name is Sivakumaran Chellappa. I'm an educator in the private sector. My subject specialization is in mathematics, a passion since my school days. Currently, I'm teaching for primary, secondary and tertiary levels. So that's my personal background to some extent. Now let's get into what we are gathered here today. First, a member of the Parliament has to serve the interests of the people and their aspirations by projecting it to the government. It should not be the other way around. But what are we seeing? Very often it is the other way around. The government's interest is forced upon the people. This should not be and must be addressed. Main areas where such instances are obvious are in the jobs related matters and population related matters. Having grown up in Singapore in the 70s and 80s, I have seen Singaporeans progress economically. But in the late 90s and the early part of the century, what we saw was this situation taking a deviation. The deviation was gradual at first and drastically thereafter, and now getting worse by the day. Now, what are we to do? We should collectively seek answers as to why all these are happening. We must scrutinize the matter and look for areas which should need improvement. Are they in the interest of the people? I have sought answers to this. My seeking of answers had led to my involvement in politics. Sadly, there's no clarity or satisfaction to my understanding. Recently, I joined People's Voice, a party which is in sync with my line of thought. We put our minds together and analyze the people's plight, and very often we found that there are areas that need to be seriously addressed. We had put our minds together and sought clarity in the economic and political happenings of the day. We are determined to point out the flaws and the misconceived notions in the interest of the people and have them corrected. Thank you.
Here are the candidates contesting in Nee Soon GRC.
Residents of Nee Soon GRC, we are the PAP team contesting in Nee Soon. We have two new candidates, Carrie Tan and Derek Goh. At the national level, many of you are concerned about two things because of COVID-19. One, your health. Two, your jobs, companies, businesses. And the two are linked. If we don't control the virus, our jobs, economy will suffer. And Nee Soon residents also want to know what are the plans for further development of Nee Soon. My team and I will discuss this today. First, on your health. COVID-19 has affected all of us seriously. In Singapore, we have kept the mortality rate low. We have protected our population, and we will protect our population. On healthcare, residents know Yishun has become the healthcare hub for the northern region. We have two major hospitals, a very big polyclinic and one more on the way, nurses and wellness kampungs all around the region. Yishun is also Singapore's first dementia-friendly town. We will continue on making healthcare easily available to everyone. Let me now deal with the second issue, jobs, economy, businesses. We are in the midst of the greatest crisis since the Second World War. Economic situation has been tough and it is going to be tough, but we can get out of this together. We will work with you, try and save jobs, create new jobs. Many of you will know that clear plans have been announced on creation of jobs. You know that we will deliver on jobs. Let me now turn to the third point, on the development of Yishun. In 2015, we promised that Nee Soon will develop into a modern, vibrant town, and we have delivered on that promise. Nee Soon now has the biggest mall in the north, improved transport, new facilities for young people and families, and much more. In the next 5 years, at least 15 major projects will be completed or significantly upgraded, including the Yishun Stadium, swimming pool, also Home Team NS Khatib Clubhouse with its excellent facilities will open this year. Over the years, you have given us your trust, your support. We ask for your strong support again. Let me now say a few words in Tamil. Yishun நகரம் எப்படி மாறியுள்ளது என்று உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் தெரியும். ஈஷூனில் நான் கடந்த 32 ஆண்டுகளாக பணிபுரிந்து வந்துள்ளேன். நீங்களும் உங்களின் ஆதரவை எங்களுக்கு கொடுத்துள்ளீர்கள். உங்களுடைய ஆதரவை எங்களுக்கு தொடர்ந்து தருமாறு நான் தாழ்மையுடன் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம். Let me now ask Carrie to speak.
Thank you, Minister. Hi everyone, dear Nee Soon residents. My name is Carrie Tan, and I'm the founder of a local charity called Daughters of Tomorrow. I grew up in a simple family. My dad used to be a taxi driver and my mom a homemaker. Growing up, we had our fair share of ups and downs, and I'm very aware of how sometimes life can throw us curveballs and set us back, sometimes in financial distress. Hence, I'm very passionate about ensuring that every family in Singapore has access to social policies and programs to help them overcome their circumstances and improve their lives. The past 10 years, Dr. Lee Bee Wah has done a tremendous job improving the lives of residents in Nee Soon South. If elected, I will continue to do the same. I will also add on 3 areas. 1. To help residents who have lost their jobs to secure new livelihoods. 2. I'd like to look after the elderly and help them feel more connected and included by speaking to them and outreach to them in more vernaculars and dialects. Number 3, I'd like to help reduce the stresses and burdens faced by the sandwich generation. In Parliament, I will also speak up for the underserved to ensure that their voices and challenges can be heard. 义顺的选民们，你们好，我叫陈慧敏，是一家慈善机构的创办人。我生长的家庭很普通，父亲以前是一个德士司机，妈妈是一个家庭主妇。成长的岁月，我们也几经波折，可是这些也塑造了我的人生观。天有不测之风云，家家有本难念的经。可是，在我们能力范围，如果能做得到的话，都希望可以帮助别人。李美花博士这10年来在义顺南为居民们争取了不少新的设施，改善了居民的生活。如果当选，我也会继续这些计划，其中包括祖屋翻新、联络所翻新，还有新的综合诊疗所建筑等等。此外，我会致力于3样事情：第一，帮助失业的居民成功转行；第二，照顾老人家的心理健康，多用母语和方言跟他们沟通，让他们感受到我们重视他们；第三，我要帮助减轻夹心一代生活上面的负担，让他们可以更容易地兼顾家庭与事业。我希望以我的爱心、决心和创新，可以贡献于义顺南的居民们，为你们创造更美好的生活。希望得到你们支持的一票。And now, I'd like to introduce my colleague, Mr. Derek Goh.
Thank you, Carrie. Dear residents of Nee Soon, like many people of my generation, my family struggled a lot. I studied at schools in my neighborhood and was able to do well because of Singapore's good education system. I could not imagine a kid from Balam Road could one day work in London and New York. Singapore must remain a place of opportunities. I believe that every child should have opportunities to do well in life, regardless of their family situation. Everyone should have opportunities to get good jobs. Residents are anxious about jobs. I will work hard to help residents to access government programs, acquire new skills, and get these jobs. Volunteering in Yishun for the last 3 years and having listened to feedback, if elected, I will help in 4 key areas in Yishun Link Division. Roll out the HIP program for 41 blocks, improve bus services in the new BTO areas, roll out more inclusive initiatives for the vulnerable and young families, revitalize Yishun Mall, and develop a community club with better facilities. We have a strong plan in place. Our team can deliver a better life for everyone in Nee Soon. Please give us your mandate and support. Together, we will emerge stronger. Thank you. 亲爱的义顺居民，我的名字叫吴顺熙，和很多新加坡人出生一样，我家境普通，是新加坡的教育系统给我公平的机会，改变了我的人生。这次的疫情影响了大家的生活和饭碗，我希望能够有机会帮助居民善用政府给的帮助和机会，学习新技能，找到好工作。过去的3年里，我在义顺服务，了解大家的需要。如果获得大家的支持，我有4大计划，确保41座祖屋的 HIP 翻新顺利进行，为新祖屋区争取更好的巴士服务，推出新计划，帮助有婴儿的家庭和弱势居民，重新发展新的邻里中心和建新的民众俱乐部。我们的目标是要让大家有一个更美好的生活。谢谢。May I pass this over now to Professor Faisal?
Thank you, Derek. Para penduduk Nee Soon, negara kita sedang menghadapi krisis yang terbesar dalam beberapa generasi. Kami bersama-sama dengan pemerintah PAP sedang bekerja keras untuk melindungi anda sekeluarga. Di peringkat kementerian, saya terlibat dalam usaha untuk memberi pertolongan kewangan, emosi dan psikologi kepada rakyat kita, termasuk penduduk-penduduk Nee Soon. Khususnya bagi penduduk-penduduk Nee Soon, kita telah melakarkan program dan pendekatan untuk meningkatkan mutu kehidupan anda. Ini termasuk program M03 seperti Bersamamu untuk meningkatkan ataupun mengukuhkan perkahwinan anda, dan juga program kelas matematika di sisi demi memberi permulaan yang baik kepada anak-anak kita. Sedang kita menghadapi krisis COVID-19 ini, pasukan bagaimanakah yang kita perlukan untuk menumpuhi krisis ini bersama anda? Kita memerlukan pasukan yang bertanggungjawab, jujur, berkesan dan mementingkan kehidupan, kemaslahatan rakyat kita, termasuk penduduk-penduduk Nee Soon. Marilah kita bangkit lebih teguh bersama, undilah PAP. Residents of Nee Soon. Nee Soon has transformed significantly over the last 5 years. No matter how much our town has changed, our Nee Soon, which is our kampong, still remains the way we live, we work and grow. This strong bonds is something that I love so much about Nee Soon. The strong community network has enabled us to work together in celebrating life and tackling challenges together. By bringing people together, I will continue to serve your needs and build a shared future. I'm very confident that we will recover and have a bright future. We have plans for you and us together to work to strengthen the community and further transform our Nee Soon. So let's come together to build a stronger Nee Soon and a resilient Singapore. My colleague Louis Ng will share about his works in Nee Soon East.
Thank you, Prof. Residents of Nee Soon, I will speak with you about 3 things. 1. The Nee Soon Town Council as chairman of the TC. 2. About projects in Nee Soon. 3. About issues that I will continue to raise in Parliament if elected. Nee Soon Town Council has consistently received top ratings in our Town Council Management Report every year. We have done well in areas such as corporate governance, estate maintenance and cleanliness. As chairman of the TC, this is an area that I've given a lot of focus. During the pandemic, our staff put in the extra effort to ensure the estate is clean and safe for our residents. We are privileged to have a team of staff and councillors who are dedicated and passionate about making Nee Soon the best town to live in. And I thank residents for your strong support, which has made our work possible. We will continue to work hard for you and with you. I will also continue to work hard to build Nee Soon East and to build it with passion. We want to make sure this is not just a place you live in, but also a place where you can have fun, create beautiful memories, and a place that residents will proudly call their home with a heart. I've heard your calls for a place for our children to play and for our seniors to relax. We now have our own water park, the largest community water park in the north, which we're about to upgrade, and our own seniors hub. We have many more projects in the pipeline. I plan to build our own swings park, our own fitness park, in our Chai Keh Heritage Garden, where we can learn about our history and our heritage. I also plan to build the largest community farm in the heartlands, our own community edible garden, where we can grow food for Nee Soon East residents, where we can bring back the good old farming days, where residents can come together to bond and to farm. If elected, I will also continue to be your voice in Parliament. I'm not just here to speak up and speak my mind, but most importantly, to listen with my ears and listen with my heart. I've heard your concerns about jobs, about the social fabric of this nation, about sustainability. I've spoken about a wide range of issues in Parliament, about protecting livelihoods, about tackling inequality, about fighting against climate change. I spoke up for our seniors, our working adults, and our youth. I spoke up not just on issues that I'm passionate about, but most importantly, issues that Singaporeans are concerned about. I spoke up so that everyone has a voice in Parliament. As part of the Nee Soon GRC team, I will continue to work together with you to build Nee Soon. And I'll continue to give my best. I'll continue to listen with my ears and listen with my heart and speak up passionately for you in Parliament, fighting for a better Singapore for all. I'll now hand the time back to Minister Shanmugam.
Dear Nee Soon residents, thank you for your support and trust all these years, and we ask for your strong support and trust again. Thank you.
Dear Nee Soon residents and fellow Singaporeans, hi, I'm Nala here. Together with me are my fellow candidates for Nee Soon GRC, Damien Tay, Brett Boyer, Kalam Manikam and Muhammad Taufik. We are a truly multiracial slate of candidates, and when elected as MPs, it will be a proud moment for Nee Soon as well as Singapore. It would show that we have come of age as a nation after almost 55 years of independence, and that we are being identified as Singaporeans rather than being defined by race. Progress Singapore Party's manifesto is to progress with compassion. We want a nation that prospers and the fruits of that prosperity to be shared by all rather than a select few. Progress Singapore Party's symbol is the palm tree. It has 5 fronds. It represents the 5 key social initiatives that PSP will champion this GE, and the trunk of the palm tree represents Singaporeans and is the heart of everything we do. The 5 key initiatives as follows. 1. More and better jobs for Singaporeans. Singaporeans must come first in terms of job priority. PMATs have to be placed in jobs with some urgency as they are really having a hard time to make a living. Strict quotas to be imposed for employment passes, S passes and work permits. 2. Lower cost of living. Living costs are escalating yearly and many Singaporeans are having difficulty keeping pace with the ever-rising inflation. PSP is advocating to freeze GST and to introduce GST exemption for basic necessities. Number 3, affordable housing. Housing costs for young couples to be made more affordable so that they will have a decent home to start families. En bloc redevelopment rights to be given to all HDB owners so that they can upgrade to new homes. 4, retirement adequacy. Almost 50% of Singaporeans cannot meet the present minimum sum at age 55. For those who can't meet the minimum sum, PSP is proposing to increase the withdrawal limit from $5,000 to $50,000. Also, one can sell their en bloc redevelopment rights and use the funds to top up their retirement account. 5. Bigger social safety net. Many Singaporeans have fallen through the cracks and are having great difficulties putting food on the table. PSP policy is to double ComCare benefits from $500 to $1,000 and also to provide more financial assistance for those who have lost their jobs due to the COVID-19 crisis. PSP's primary goal is to uplift the lives of fellow Singaporeans with compassion and sincerity. Thank you.
亲爱的义顺居民们和新加坡同胞们，大家好，我是郑才成。我们的团队包括我在内有5人，另4位分别是摩哈默·陶菲克、纳拉·卡鲁班、卡拉·曼尼卡姆和博耶·百特勒。我们是新加坡前进党议选选区们的候选人，我们将寻求你们的委托，为你们服务，以便在国会中为你们发言，以保障国人的福祉。我们的团队真正代表了新加坡多元文化，真正做到了不分种族、语言和宗教的种族和谐。新加坡前进党的宣言是新加坡前进党，您更好的选择。我们将为国家出谋献策， 以改善人民的生活。棕榈树是新加坡前进党的党徽，人行树干代表我党的信念，让文明为核心和力量的泉源。五扇叶片代表我党的五大理想：民主、平等、公正、和平及进步。同时也代表我国包含了4大种族和新国民的多元与包容性的社会。我们的团队在这2020大选将争取：一、以新加坡人为核心的就业机会；二、降低生活成本；三、负担得起的政府主屋；四、拥有足够的公积金来保障退休的生活；五、更好的社会安全网。我们的秘书长陈金木医生已经诊断出国家的疾病根源，让我们协助你治疗我国所有的这些疾病，以我们官任为怀的态度共同前进。新加坡前进党，您更好的选择。为国为民，请投新加坡前进党。谢谢。
Para pengundi yang dihormati, dengan berbesar hati, saya, Taufik Supan, telah diberikan penghormatan sebagai calon Parti Kemajuan Rakyat PSP untuk kawasan pilihan raya Nee Soon. Kami akan menjadi suara alternatif anda di Parlimen sebagai mewakili masyarakat Melayu dan semua rakyat Singapura agar dapat membantu semua dan terutamanya golongan yang kurang bernasib baik. Saya percaya penting untuk saya menyelami akar punca masalah-masalah masyarakat Melayu dengan lebih mendalam dan teliti. Isu seperti pendidikan, ketidaksamaan, diskriminasi dan kemiskinan mesti diatasi. Juga, matlamat kami adalah untuk memberi penekanan, menyemak dan mengimbang segala polisi dan keputusan pemerintah. Saya berada di sini untuk berkhidmat demi masyarakat kerana saya percaya kita perlu mendahulukan rakyat. Kami juga ingin memartabatkan Singapura sebagai sebuah negara di mana rakyatnya didahulukan dan keadilan diutamakan. Saya yakin dengan sokongan rakyat Singapura, PSP mampu membantu menguruskan kos-kos keperluan asas seperti pendidikan, perumahan, perubatan dan juga menambahkan peluang-peluang pekerjaan. Kita harus mendahulukan rakyat dan tidak semuanya untuk mengejarkan keuntungan semata-mata. Kami ingin memastikan jika ada pekerjaan yang tersedia di pasaran, rakyat Singapura harus diberi keutamaan dan langkah-langkah yang lebih ketat mesti diadakan untuk menolong rakyat Singapura dan juga masyarakat minoriti. Kita juga harus utamakan pelajar-pelajar kita. Segala sumber dan hasil yang kita ada harus ditumpukan untuk masyarakat kita terdahulu. Bagi yang di dalam golongan yang kurang bernasib baik, kami akan mencadangkan penggandaan pembayaran ComCare. Kami juga ingin memberikan bantuan keuangan bagi mereka yang tidak dapat mencari pekerjaan. Dengan perkongsian ini, kami berikrar untuk berjuang demi masyarakat dan negara. Dengan itu, bangkitlah rakan-rakan sekalian untuk berjuang demi masyarakat dan negara Singapura yang kita cintai. Jangan abaikan peluang ini. Sama-sama kita berganding bahu memperbetulkan segala kesilapan dan membina semula Singapura ke arah kemajuan, kejayaan dengan penuh sifat keihsanan. Undilah parti PSP. Sekian, terima kasih.
எங்கள் பெருமைமிக்க உரிய நீசூன் குடிமக்களுக்கு புரோகிரஸ் சிங்கப்பூர் பார்ட்டி என்னும் சிங்கப்பூர் முன்னேற்ற கட்சியின் சார்பில் என் முதற்கண் வணக்கம். நீசூன் குழு தொகுதியின் எங்கள் வேட்பாளரை அறிமுகப்படுத்துவதற்கு பெருமைப்படுகிறேன். நான் கலாமாணிக்கம், மேலும் திரு பிரெட், திரு நல்லக்கருப்பன், திரு டேமின் தே, திரு மொஃபத் தௌஃபிக் ஆகியோர். நம் கட்சி சிங்கப்பூரின் 3 அடிப்படை கோட்பாடுகளை மேலும் வலுவாக்கும். மல்டிகல்ச்சரிசம், அதாவது பல இன பண்பாடு எனப்படும் இன, மொழி, கலாச்சாரம் வேறுபாடு இல்லாத சிங்கப்பூர் என்பது முதல் கோட்பாடு. செக்குலரிசம், அதாவது மத சார்பின்மை கடுமையான சட்டத்திட்டத்திற்கு உட்பட்டது எனினும் எல்லா மக்களுக்கும் ஆதரவு அளிப்பது அடுத்த கோட்பாடு. மெரிட்டோக்ரசி, அதாவது தகுத்தனிமை எனப்படும் ஒவ்வொருவருக்கும் செயல்திறன், திறமை போன்ற தனித்த அடிப்படையில் சிங்கப்பூருக்கு உரிய வாய்ப்புகளை வழங்குவது மூன்றாவது கோட்பாடு. மேற்கூறிய 3 அடிப்படை கோட்பாடுகளை உறுதுணையாக்க துணிவு, பரிவு, வெளிப்படைமை, பொறுப்பு முதலியவற்றை கொண்டு நாட்டை வழிநடத்த எங்கள் கடமை. மேற்கூறிய அணித்தளத்தில் சமநிலையை கடைபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு எங்கள் கட்சியின் 5 முனை திட்டங்கள் இதோ. முதல் திட்டம், சிங்கப்பூர் குடிமக்களுக்கு அதிக மேலும் சிறந்த தகுந்த வேலை வாய்ப்புகள் அளித்தல். இரண்டாம் திட்டம், தலைக்கு மேல் ஏறிய விலைவாசிகள் குறைத்தல். மூன்றாம் திட்டம், அனைவருக்கும் சொந்த வீடுரிமை வழங்குதல். நான்காவது திட்டம், வேலை ஓய்வு பெற்ற பின் ஒருவரின் வயதான காலத்தில் தேவையான சேமிப்பு உருவாக்குதல். ஐந்தாவதாக, மேலும் சிறந்த பெரிய சமூக பாதுகாப்பு கட்டமைப்பு அமைத்தல். மிக முக்கியமாக, ஒரு கட்சியின் ஆதிக்கத்திலிருந்து மக்களுக்கு சுதந்திரம் அளிப்பதே எங்களின் கடமை. இந்த பொது தேர்தலில் அன்பார்ந்த சிங்கப்பூரின் ஒன்றழைப்பு நாடுகிறோம். நாடாளுமன்றத்தில் எங்களை தேர்வு செய்ய உங்களுக்கு நீங்களே ஒரு வாய்ப்பை தாருங்கள். தரமான கட்சியான PSP என்னும் சிங்கப்பூர் முன்னேற்ற கட்சிக்கு வாக்களிங்கள். சிங்கப்பூரில் வரலாறு படைப்போம். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
You have just heard my 4 colleagues, in their own way, talk about various aspects of the uncertainty around jobs, the rising cost of living, the unaffordability of housing, the difficulty retiring, and the fact that we could do much better supporting our citizens when the challenges of life overwhelm us in the most expensive city in the world. A city that provides a first-class lifestyle for a few at the expense of so many of us who are just scraping by and feeling second class in our own country. But it does not have to stay that way. We can have a Singapore where we can feel confident that we can make a living, where we can have a decent lifestyle at a fair price, where we can afford a home and it is something that we can leave our children. And after a lifetime of properly valued contribution, we can retire in comfort and enjoy that time and watch our children and grandchildren grow and thrive. And if along the way we find ourselves challenged in life, we know that we will have effective help to get us back on our feet. That Singapore is not just a dream, but something that is achievable. Achievable if we work together. And it starts with having a strong alternative voice in Parliament. A voice that will represent Nee Soon and all of us. And whether it is running your town council or arguing policy in Parliament, it will be a voice that will have your best interests at the centre of all that it does. So when you go to the polling booth and pick up that little device to mark your X, please put that X next to Progress Singapore Party. Placing that X is a small action to take, but it will have a big impact on your life, your children's lives, and the future of everyone in Singapore. Placing that X next to the palm tree logo starts the journey to recovery and a country where we can all have a future. And remember, a vote for Progress Singapore Party is a vote for Singapore. A vote for Progress Singapore Party is a vote for recovery. A vote for Progress Singapore Party is a vote for a new and brighter future for all Singaporeans. A Singapore where we do not just survive, but we thrive. Because we all deserve better. Because you deserve better. Vote Progress Singapore Party. Thank you.
Here are the candidates contesting in Pasir Ris-Punggol GRC.
Dear residents of Pasir Ris-Punggol, Ta Chia Hao, good evening. Selamat Sejahtera, Vanakkam. I've served you for more than 20 years in Pasir Ris and Punggol. I've seen your children grow up and your grandchildren too. We've been through happy times and also difficult times together. This COVID-19 pandemic is the most serious crisis that I have encountered in more than 40 years of public service. The government has introduced many support programs to help every Singaporean family, businesses and self-employed persons. At the local level in Pasir Ris-Punggol, we have our own local programs to help every vulnerable family. Through good times and difficult times, we have been here with you. Over the last 20 years, we've also seen many new developments in Pasir Ris and Punggol towns. We have exciting plans in the years ahead. Pasir Ris is due for a major renewal, and we will have the major new MRT cross-island line between Pasir Ris and Punggol towns with 4 MRT stations connecting these two towns and to the rest of Singapore. In Punggol, the new Punggol Digital District will bring education and job opportunities closer to home for our residents. I have made sure that we continue to have a strong team to serve you. Dr. Janil, you know well, he has served you for the past 9 years since 2011. We have 3 new, energetic, able and committed candidates ready to serve you. Mr. Sharil Tahir grew up in Pasir Ris. He is an aerospace engineer. Ms. Yeo Wan Ling is an entrepreneur, providing care services in a social enterprise. And Mr. Desmond Tan has a sound track record of public service in the SAF and in the People's Association. Having worked with them, I know that they are able and ready to serve you here in Pasir Ris-Punggol. Please vote for us. We want to work with you to build a better home for you and your families in Pasir Ris and Punggol. Thank you. Over to you, Wan Ling.
Thank you, SM. Hello, everyone. My name is Yeo Wan Ling, and I'm a social entrepreneur running my own caregiving online platform. Although this is my first election, I'm not new to serving the community. Over the last 5 years, I have worked with thousands of families on their caregiving needs, and I understand deeply the needs of the elderly and infirm. I've also worked with many freelancers, and I can see that there's a great need to set up good safety nets for freelancers, particularly during the period of economic turmoil. Through my work in the community in Punggol, I've come to love very much the energy and zest that our Merdeka and pioneer generations have. I believe that many of our active elders want to continue contributing to society even if they are retired, and I work hard to make meaningful opportunities for them to do so. While Singapore recovers from the aftermath of COVID-19, I'm touched by the kindness that was shown by the community. In Punggol, I've met with young residents who made 3D print face shields for the needy. I've met with residents on ComCare who hand-sewed masks for our children. Our residents inspire me and make me want to roll up my sleeves with them to be part of the SG United solution. I want to be here to support you. I want to make your children's aspirations come true, and I want to dream the dreams of your grandchildren, I humbly ask you to give me a chance to serve you. 你好，我是杨婉玲，我是一名企业家。在这之前，我是在经济发展局负责招商引资，创造就业机会。最近的5年，我成立了一家社会企业，同样也是创造就业机会。我国面临人口老化，我把需要看护的人和能够提供看护服务的国人配对在一起。创业有挑战，也带来很大的满足感。许多的安弟安哥、阿公阿嬷都告诉我很喜欢我的笑容和我的笑声，自己能够带给其他人快乐，帮年老者获得照顾，我也非常的感恩。未来的5年，我希望能够将我的阳光带来白沙榜鹅。请您给我一个机会，让我们一起建设一个充满活力的白沙榜鹅区。请让我介绍我的同事沙里儿。
谢谢文玲。Hi, my name is Sharil Taha, and you can call me Sharil. I'm married to my wonderful wife, and I have 3 young kids who I absolutely adore. I'm an engineer by training, and in my career, I've had the chance of working with cutting-edge technology in race cars, oil rigs, ships, aircraft engines, and building state-of-the-art factories across the world. I live in Pasir Ris, and my parents gave all their best to provide a good future for the family. And now, with a family of my own, I look at the huge shoes that I've got to fill in, and these are truly challenging times. All of us are affected by COVID-19. In the past 3 months, we saw how our fellow Singaporeans are impacted. Some of us may have lost our jobs, and some of us may have had our livelihoods affected. However, despite these challenges, I witnessed the Singaporean spirit displayed by the residents of Pasir Ris-Punggol. Whether it was us working together during the mass distribution, or the multiracial volunteers distributing the 10,000 meals for needy families. These are just some examples to show the resilience and the strength of our Pasir Ris-Punggol community, and I would like to work with you to build a stronger community through good times and bad. The rise of the digital economy and Industry 4.0 has changed the world that we live in. As we overcome these challenges, we need to prepare ourselves and transform ourselves for the new economy. Some industries will contract while others will grow, and some jobs may be lost, but together we will get through this. I would like to work with you to develop the right skill set and create good jobs for the future and for the future of our families. For youth, the world ahead may be daunting, but we will work together to develop the STEM skills for the digital economy. But transformation cannot be at the expense of others. We must ensure that we leave no one behind. I will do my best for you, and together we will make Pasir Ris the best home for our loved ones. Salam sejahtera. Saya Sharil Taha. Pandemik COVID-19 telah menjejas seluruh Singapura. Ramai yang telah hilang mata pencarian. Walaupun menghadapi cabaran ini, ramai rakyat Singapura tetap teguh bersatu. Saya amat terharu dengan semangat bersatu dan saya ingin bekerjasama untuk terus membina masyarakat yang lebih berdaya tahan. Ekonomi digital dan industri 4.0 akan mengubah dunia yang kita kenali. Saya ingin bekerjasama dengan masyarakat kita untuk mempertingkatkan kemahiran dan mempersiapkan diri menghadapi ekonomi baru ini dan juga mendekatkan para belia kepada bidang teknologi. Dengan ini, kita dapat membina masyarakat kita yang lebih berdaya tahan dan mewujudkan pekerjaan yang lebih baik untuk keluarga kita di masa hadapan. Izinkan saya memperkenalkan sahabat saya, Desmond Tan. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih, Sharil. 各位白沙榜鹅的朋友们，大家晚上好，我是陈国明，现年50岁。 我有3个孩子，也有70多岁的年长父母。我想我特别了解像我一样上有父母、下有儿女的夹心一代。我们夹心一代，一方面要为我们国家的经济做出贡献，另一方面要承担扶老携幼的责任，既要提高技能，又要照顾家人，有时难免感觉到时间好像不够用，担子沉重。因此，我会致力把援助带进白沙榜额，协助我们的居民，设法照顾您的工作、您的生活，还有我们孩子们的未来。希望你们给我们大力的支持，请投我们一票。Good evening. I'm Desmond Tan. Politics may be new to me, but helping and serving others is not. Growing up, I've learned not to take anything for granted and always to be looking out for each other. And these values continue to motivate me in my 30 years of public service, be it with fellow soldiers in keeping Singapore safe or working with the community to care for one another. I turned 50 this year, and my parents are over 70 years old, and I have to support my 3 children between the age of 9 to 22. My generation is often described as a sandwich generation, having to look after our aging parents and to provide for our growing children. We are also a generation in transition, be it in our career, in our social habits, or in embracing technology. So I want to be able to bring help closer to the residents of Pasir Ris and Punggol, to help our sandwich generation workers who are now facing challenges in their workplace. Recently, a few of my friends who lost their job came to me, and I was able to point them to career counseling and connect them to some new job opportunities. I want to bring help closer to the Pasir Ris-Punggol residents. This is not just about livelihood. It is about dignity and purpose. My experience in the Army and the People's Association have taught me that policies and programs at the top is one thing. What is the most important is the implementation and the last mile on the ground to make impact. I believe I have the experience to understand national level policies, and I'm in touch with the ground to understand the genuine difficulties faced by our residents. I am passionate about helping others, and I hope to make Singapore and Pasir Ris a place where our people feel supported and feel cared for. Please vote for us. Thank you. Janil, over to you.
Thank you, Desmond. Selamat petang, vanakkam, tacha hao, good evening. I'm Janil Puducherry. I've had the privilege of serving you, the residents of Pasir Ris-Punggol GRC, helping you solve your problems, addressing municipal issues, and participating in the town's development. It's been great seeing the new families moving into BTOs, becoming friends, and your children growing up together. We've built many childcare centres and schools, as well as playgrounds and sporting facilities. Our local manifesto provides details and goes on to explain our plans for the Punggol Digital District. Our children also love the greenery, parks, and waterways that are characteristic of our 2 towns. So do we. Pasir Ris is undergoing an extensive rejuvenation exercise, bringing all the best modern amenities into a green town. Punggol is still growing and developing, a new town for new families. They will be connected to each other and the rest of Singapore by better public transport links. We want our children to look forward to growing up in Pasir Ris-Punggol. But COVID-19 now threatens every aspect of our society. We need to work hard and to get this right, to secure our future and create opportunities for our children. Our society will also feel the strain in other ways. Our pledge that we are united regardless of race, language, or religion gives us a way to see how to become a better people, to overcome divisions. As we face this crisis, these divides and new social issues will test us. Facing the future as one united people, relentless in our pursuit for a better Singapore, has never been more important and has not become easier to achieve in these difficult times. We will need sensitivity to all our social divides, old and new, finding ways to become more united, more resilient, and more caring. This team for Pasir Ris-Punggol GRC, led by SMTO, that I am so proud to be part of, reflects the diversity of Singapore in so many ways. Experience in both the public and private sectors, caring for people and pursuing excellence,
serving our country in uniform and in the community. A diverse and united team. We have in common a drive to make tomorrow better than today for Singapore and the next generation. We promise to work hard to serve you, the residents of Pasir Ris-Punggol GRC. Please give us your support. SMTO, please.
For a stable and secure future, please vote for us.
Dear fellow citizens, my name is Lim K. Chiao Jere, and I'm also known as Simon Lim. People's Voice is a new political party, but we are not a stupid, irresponsible, or a troublemaker party. Now, many things have gone wrong under the present PAP government. This PAP government is a far cry from the very outstanding and competent government days under the premiership of the late Minister Mentor. When things go wrong in our country, as citizens, if we look the other way, be indifferent and adopt a could not be bothered attitude, that is not good citizenry. That is not loyalty. That is not patriotism. That is just the attitude of sheep and slave. I will give 3 examples of what have gone wrong under the PAP government, and if we are given a chance to serve as your member of parliament, what we will do differently. Singapore is a very small country with a very small population, but our COVID infection cases have already crossed 43,000. Any way one looks at those numbers, it cannot be acceptable. In a few words, they are horrific and an international disgrace. Next, the former general manager of Ang Mo Kio Town Council, Victor Wong, is now serving prison time for corruption. Ang Mo Kio constituency had 6 MPs looking after it, with the Prime Minister himself heading that constituency. They were all sleeping on their job for a very long time. To be precise, it was 2 years. In the 2 years, none of the 6 MPs realized that their former general manager, the former general manager of the town council was committing corruption. Unlike people staying at Sentosa Curve, many residents in Ang Mo Kio constituencies are working class people. So it doesn't matter whether you have a scholar MP or a general MP or even the Prime Minister himself. If they are sleeping on the job, they are sleeping on the job, and they can sleep very soundly. Lastly, CPF. I have criticized CPF issues harshly and often in the past. However, I have never criticized the merits of many CPF schemes. What upsets me the most is that a government's own promise to return to people, CPF members, their hard-earned lifelong saving at 55 years old was blatantly broken by they themselves. PAP government has enjoyed absolute majority advantage in Parliament over many years. A solemn and sovereign promise given to the people should be honoured. At the very least, give people a choice to either opt in and out of your scheme. And if your schemes are so good and superior, people will want to join it. But to pass law and deny people getting back their money at 55, shove that policy down people's throat, I think that's wrong. Now, if People's Voice candidates are given a chance to serve as your member of parliament, Our guiding principle will always be, we will put people first. We will put your interests first. We will never sacrifice your interests. Not only speaking up for you in Parliament, we will do the right thing. We will vote the right way in your interest. I thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Prabhu, and having walked the ground in visiting Pasir Ris, visiting Punggol, the neighborhoods, the estates and the heartlands, I've learned several differences as well as similarities with regards to Pasir Ris-Punggol GRC. It spans quite a big place. In Punggol, the families there are usually in their 30s and their 40s. Is a new estate, is mostly BTOs. While in Pasir Ris, the residents there are a bit older, in their 40s, 50s, 60s and beyond. While in Punggol, the town is well connected by the LRTs, while in Pasir Ris, the primary transportation internally is by feeder buses. Apart from these differences, what is the similarities of Pasir Ris as well as Punggol residents? They all bought their HDBs while the government was telling them, past governments in Singapore were telling them that the price of your HDB will not go down. HDB is a good sound investment, is a retirement egg nest, and is an asset investment as well as an asset enhancement. We have been told this, and just a short while as last year, the Minister for National Development mentioned that at the end of your 99 years, HDB would take back your flats and it would be no value to you. How could you let this be? People have worked 20, 25 or 30 years of their lives using their CPF to pay for HDB, to have a roof over their heads. A good portion of it, due to that, they are unable to retire, and they are unable to hit the minimum sum, which is year on year keep going up. Another reason is wages are not going up as well, in tandem with the minimum sum going up as well as the minimum age. So with regards to these HDB, CPF, retirement issues as well as jobs, if you want to do something about it, if you want to make a change, together we make a difference, vote for People's Voice, vote for PV. We will put your interests first, we would put people first, we would make Singapore our home again, we would take back our country, our dignity, our jobs and our future. Vote for People's Voice. I humbly request of you. Thank you.
My fellow citizens, I, Muhammad Nasir Ismail, joined the People Voice about 2 years ago and was drawn to it because of its concerns for the voiceless and those in need of help. As a member of People Voice, my colleagues and I had walked the grounds for a long time and therefore familiar with many residents. During the walkabouts and home visits, we met many people and also heard their pains and frustrations. The visits opened my eyes and mind, and I never believed that there was so much suffering in a first world nations where majority of our people led life as third world citizens. Our Singaporeans are struggling for living in the most expensive city. All lives are important and steps must be taken to alleviate their problems. Their visits to PAP MPs for assistance have mostly been attempts in vain. Pasir Ris-Punggol GRC have many young families in need of help in one way or another. Even the cries of our senior citizens have not been heard. The long time the PAPA has in power had led to incidents of complacency. We can bring about a change in Singapore. Vote for people's voice and save our entire nations. Regain our dignity. Give us that opportunity to serve you to the best of our ability. Thank you.
An MP is supposed to be caring. He or she should have the interests of people at heart. I am Vic. I'm 38 years old and I'm a preschool teacher for 12 years. I'm born here and I grew up and I studied here all my life. I studied here from preschool to university. The education system is a very stressful one, something which we plan to change. But my main concern for today's speech is rising cost of living and the rising preschool fees. How will young families support their families when the preschool fees is so high? I'm here to advocate for free education for primary and secondary school levels. And with regards to the rising cost of living, our salaries have to increase. The PAP behave elitist. They do not understand the struggles and difficulties ordinary citizens like yourself and me go through. If I'm elected as your MP, I will fight for you. I will speak up for you based on all the social issues that have been gone unanswered for too long. So please give us a chance to serve you in Parliament. Vote for people's voice.
My fellow Singaporeans, my name is Gilbert and I work as a career counsellor for the past 7 to 8 years. I'm 58 years old and I have a 26-year-old daughter living in Sydney. I also wrote a book, How to Survive Unemployment, and if you need a copy, you can get from me. I joined People's Voice recently and linked up with Mr. Lim Tian, Mr. Leong Zian, Prabhu, Simon and the rest, because they spoke at many of my events at Hom Lim Park. I've served the jobless community for close to 8 years via our NGO, transitioning.org, and conducted career counselling for close to 1,000 jobless Singaporeans. We also provide a one-off allowance of several $100s to breadwinners who have lost their jobs during the recent pandemic. The current crisis is made worse by the high influx of foreigners in our midst, as 1 out of 3 workers now in Singapore is a foreigner. The close to 500,000 foreigners comprising the PR community, and we have to compete for jobs with them aggressively. Also want to talk a bit about our elderly poor. We have regular contact with them. We provide food for them, donated by well-wishers. We must have given up to 1,000 free meals to our elderly poor. Though many have garnered government assistance of close to $500 a month through the financial assistance scheme, it's apparent that it's not enough. So many of our elderly poor have to work as cleaners in the food court, and this is not right. We hope that we can ask the government to provide a pension for elderly poor so that they do not have to work when they're retiring. If elected into government, I'll speak out for those who are poor, the underprivileged, those who are unable to have a voice. vote for us. Vote for PV. Let us serve you Singaporeans. Thank you.
亲爱的白沙反俄基选区选民，你们好，我是林木前，来自新加坡民主联盟。我党的理念以及原则是以国为主，以民为先，家庭为根，以民为本。对于我党选择的候选人，他们必须要拥有以下这些价值观：爱民、敬业、诚信和善良，才会考虑让他们参选。我们的团队来自不同的领域，有专业工程师、教育中心的总裁、港务公司的董事和市政理事会的设施承包管理经理。每次大选后，我们都没有选择离开，而过去13年来，我们不离不弃的更加的努力为我们的居民服务。因为我党永远把居民的利益摆在我们之上，尤其是对年老的长者及弱势的群体。过去5年来，我们加强了我们在白沙反俄集选区的社区活动，我们总共启动了7个社区免费盒饭分发站，每天大概有2000多个数量，甚至也包括把免费的盒饭送到附近的打油站的工人、保安以及清洁工人。不管热晒雨淋，365天从不间断。我们还有提供每个月的免费理发、探访卧病在床的受益者，提供成人纸尿片，组织一日游和种种不同的项目。这些项目都没有得到政府的津贴，而是靠我们本身自己的人脉和其他慈善组织的合作及企业赞助才能以落实。我们会在国会里把你们所关注的问题都提出来辩论。对于高生活费，我们将力求所有基本的商品的消费税减到3%，即把政府投资公司的盈利之1%到5%用于在弱势群体和青年培育发展项目。对于我们这些年长者过着没有尊严的退休生活，我们将力争最迟在65岁国家规定的退休年龄，允许我们提取所有公积金储蓄存款里面的金额，不许再延长，避免好的工作继续给外来人才抢去。我们要政府对那些想雇用外国专业人员的本地公司加强审核程序，防止大量的外国不合格的专业人士来跟我们的专业人士抢饭碗。收缩宽松的移民政策，这有助于降低对我们的新加坡年轻人要找一份好的工作面对种种的困难以及挑战。设立更严格的资格标准，这些外国人的大学文凭必须得到新加坡政府的认可的大学才可以申请。我们也会代表你们扮演监督的角色，确保政府有节制的，并停止建造虚伪堂皇的公共建筑工程。不要让行动党动摇你们的心。非选区议员只能够在国会发言，他们并不能在国会以外帮助你们向政府部门提出诉求。你们所需要的是民选国会议员，请委任我们当你们的代议士。请触摸你的良心，问问自己，为什么独立以来55年，我们的生活水准还达不到瑞士水平？我们新加坡 不是单单属于一小群的精英，新加坡是大家的国土，它属于所有新加坡人的新加坡。请把你手中一票投给新加坡民主联盟。新加坡，我们的国土，前进吧，新加坡！以民为先，一心为民，请投新加坡民主联盟一票。
Salam sejahtera rakyat Singapura, penduduk-penduduk kawasan undi Pasir Ris-Punggol. Pertama sekali, harap kita dapat menjaga kesihatan dan menjaga peraturan-peraturan untuk menghindar penularan wabak corona antara kita. Pada masa yang sama, pemerintah telah mengambil keputusan untuk meneruskan mengadakan pilihan raya umum 2020 dalam keadaan yang kita harus memerangi wabak COVID-19 yang mungkin akan menjejas perjalanan kehidupan kita. Walau bagaimanapun, SGA tetap sudah bersedia menyahut cabaran demi kepentingan rakyat Singapura. Perjuangan kami ialah untuk sama-sama menyuarakan dasar-dasar dalam parlimen yang sekarang ini dikuasai oleh hanya satu parti majoriti. Harus ada keseimbangan dan mempunyai suara alternatif supaya keluhan-keluhan rakyat dapat dipertengahkan dengan perbahasan yang adil. Kami ingin berkongsi dengan anda semua usulan-usulan dengan minda yang terbuka. Kita harus bekerjasama untuk berjaya melaksanakan kehidupan yang membawa kemanfaatan untuk semua. Anak-anak Singapura telah mencapai yang terbaik berbanding zaman lalu dalam pelajaran-pelajaran persekolahan. Setelah tamat sekolah dengan meraih ijazah sederhana atau lebih tinggi, langkah seterusnya mereka harus mendapatkan pekerjaan untuk meneruskan kehidupan duniawi. Ternyata pula sukar untuk anak-anak Singapura mendapat pekerjaan bersandar dengan kelulusan-kelulusan dan kelayakan-kelayakan yang telah diperolehi. Masa-masa lalu, kita bersaing dengan hanya orang-orang Singapura masing-masing yang kerja keras meningkatkan pelajaran atau kursus-kursus kelayakan. Pada zaman generasi sekarang pula, dalam tamadun zaman teknologi, rakyat Singapura telah meningkat taraf dengan pesat dalam meraih kelayakan-kelayakan yang diperlukan. Namun, ramai yang tidak dapat pekerjaan yang layak dan sesuai. Oleh kerana rakyat Singapura mengharungi persaingan dengan bakat warga asing yang telah diberi peluang mengisi ruang negara Singapura, tanah air kita. Ini adalah akar kepada permasalahan dalam kehidupan rakyat yang akan menjejas kepada kebenaran sara hidup. Ia akan menjejas kepada permasalahan seterusnya seperti caruman CPF, perumahan awam, cukai-cukai tinggi, kos sara hidup dan lain-lain. Parlimen perlu ada semak dan seimbang. Berilah sokongan kepada SGA untuk suara rakyat. Undilah SGA. Terima kasih.
A very good day to residents of Pasir Ris-Punggol GRC. I'm Kelvin Ong here from Singapore Democratic Alliance. First thing first, I'm not a storyteller. I'm not a professional presenter. I'm just like one of you. What I wanted to focus today and brought to your attention is about CPF and retirement. Everyone in the workforce spend more than half of their life working hard for their family, contributing to the country. CPF members who turn 55 in 2020, your basic retirement sum, full retirement sum, and enhanced retirement sum are $90,500, $181, $271,500 respectively. On average, how many of us will be able to keep up with the minimum sum we have to set aside? As of 2020, those who turn 65 will have a payout ranging from $750 to $2,180. So once again, are you able to cope with the current policy? with the current state of wages and cost of living? Touch your heart and ask yourself why. SDA, a heart for the people. Vote for SDA. Thank you.
Hi, a very good day, dear citizens and residents of Pasir Ris-Punggol. First of all, I'd like to wish you to stay and be in good health and take care of all precautionary measures during this COVID-19 circuit breaker period. I am Kuswari. I will be contesting in this upcoming election to be your representative in Parliament. We are here again, together, both you and I, to participate in this general election in which, and in these trying times where we are in the recovery stages from the COVID-19 pandemic. We in SDA, however, took up the challenge to ensure that we are ready to serve the people at all times, braving to expose ourselves to the dangers in order to deny the incumbent the majority in Parliament, so that they would not pass any bill or any policies that will cause more strain to our lives and livelihoods. Nor we will allow them to amend our constitution which are not beneficial or helpful to us, the citizen. There are times in the past, in those days, where an MP served the people with a heart, with pure heart, and share our plights, and helped us. The same cannot be said now. We are an ordinary citizen who needs leaders who have the heart to serve the people. There are many pertinent issues that are close to our hearts, the citizen, that lingers in our mind till now. Top of it all, employment, CPF, housing, cost of living, among others. These are issues that affect our daily lives, and we surely hope to seek the right answers from our current ministers and MPs. But it is sad to say, we have to remind them again and again and bring up these issues in every election. I do not wish to elaborate further in depth into the details of these issues, because I think it is quite obvious that everyone are aware of where we are now on these issues. And only in Parliament we can address this issue and debate it out for the sake of all of us, ordinary citizens. Notwithstanding the fact that we are contesting in Pasir Ris-Punggol, we will always put our heart and continue this fight for the rest of the Singaporeans. I urge residents of Pasir Ris-Punggol to take heart in taking the first step for change to happen, in order to voice up all of our concern in Parliament, where the real battle for our rights to be fought. I, as a candidate from SDA, would like to assure you no issue will be left behind, and we'll work together to make our life and our future better. Touch your heart, gather our strength, let us be one voice in Parliament. Vote for SDA, a heart for the people. Thank you.
Dear residents of Pasir Ris-Punggol and my fellow Singaporeans, the general election has been called. We here at SDA are well prepared for this election. We expected the PAP-led government to do such an irresponsible thing, which is to call the general election during a time when Singaporeans like you and me are suffering from COVID-19, a rise in the dengue cases, and when ordinary Singaporeans like you and me are struggling to find good jobs. Touch your heart. Ask yourself, why did they do this to call for an election at such an irresponsible time? Shouldn't the government be focusing on helping people succeed? Instead, it wants to put your lives at risk. But what is done is done. The SDA will fight hard for you. We will work together with the residents in Pasir Ris-Punggol and all Singaporeans, because with one voice, we say, enough is enough. There are people who laugh at us and they say, why not give up since you lost before? And we say the SDA will never give up. And the simple reason is we've walked the ground in Pasir Ris-Punggol for 13 years. We feel the pain of the bad policies. Think about the university graduate who is working as a supermarket cashier. Think of the father who can't sleep, worried how will he take care of his family and children. Think about the old auntie who is wondering, did she collect enough cardboards just to pay for a simple lunch? Yes, these are the people we are fighting for, and how can we give up? So on behalf of you, we will ask for the return of CPF in full. We will ask for an extra 1% of GDP to help the poorer families. We will ask that tightened controls are there on immigration to enact fair labor policies so talented Singaporeans like you and I can get good jobs. And finally, to stop irresponsible, extravagant government projects to lower taxes and ease the cost of living. The SDA has a heart for people. We will put you first. Vote for SDA. Thank you.